Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So we're up and running.
We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
That is a crunching tackle. Sabitzer is fouled. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Sabitzer, Valverde. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Haaland.
That's going in strongly.
Haaland, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Great vision. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Irwin kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And here's Haaland. Out towards the flank. Jordi Alba. Oh, that's fabulous. In towards the back. Terrific header! He will be livid with himself. Roberto Carlos. Manchester United looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can, but what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
And he's picked it up out wide. Roberto Carlos made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And here's Endrick.
Endrick really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to...
Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Endrick. Knocks it out wide, and that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Rijkaard, looking for a runner. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. Can he get on the end of this? Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Sabitzer. Tries to play it through. And that interception was most... And it's half-time here. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
And a quick reminder today,
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Thank you for your cooperation. Substitution.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. So neither side has yet broken through. Tries to pass it through. Sabitzer. Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
To Darren Fletcher. Beckenbauer. And it's Fletcher. Darren Fletcher. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, he's been caught napping! Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Threads one in. Jordi Alba plays it forward.
Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Now it's Sané. Sabitzer. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 16, Hendrick. Number 9, Figo.
And it's
Number
Roberto
24,
Carlos.
Messi.
Nicely weighted ball.
Number 8, Sabitzer.
Nice interception, well timed.
On the field, number 6, Erling Haaland. Number 4, Cristiano
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Number 42.
And that should get the job done.
Substitutions taking place.
Manchester United clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And the keeper takes decisive action. Now it's Pelé. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Rijkaard. Rijkaard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away. Here's Haaland. Big chance! And that has fair fizzed. Corner number 2 then. He gets big! Goal! Finally the breakthrough!
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the heart.
It's Pelé! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Pelé really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
He's got tall. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
There's the header! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Milan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Darren Fletcher. And that is as far as they're going to go.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Oh, there's a probing ball. He is through here. Picked out brilliantly.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And time is up. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Please be made aware that smoking
How would you
is
summarise what
only
we've seen
permitted
today
in
then, Jim?
designated areas
Milan
within the
absolutely
ground.
shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about. A painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Brazil.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
He's got tall. And one more try! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Brazil finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Haaland! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
This is the time you need that pace.
Great pressure, plenty of it. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Jordi Alba bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Amrabat. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Amrabat simply can't escape his critics. He deserves an earful after that. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Haaland. Oh, that's well spotted. Amrabat is always looking to break lines, and he welcomes it in. Milan are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Roberto Carlos, not the most accurate pass, and it's Amrabat. Chooses to go back, takes a shot! It's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And the pass is intercepted. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. It's fallen! And for a moment, time stood still. Beckenbauer. Maradona. Now he's got space here. Now there's a fine ball. Shot at goal! Owen might just make this. Picked out brilliant. Great chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's Maradona. Oh, well played, well played. Jordi Alba. That's a little off target. Now it's Haaland. And there is the half-time whistle. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution for Milan, number 21, Owen. Number 7,
That gets things going for the second half.
number 10, Schneider.
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Erling Haaland.
And here's Roberto Carlos.
Number
Roberto
22,
Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Roberto Carlos. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw...
Fallen! Sticks it away! The second half sparks straight into life. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. That is a crunching tackle. Shapes to shoot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bellingham is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he thumps it clear. Brazil are looking to go forward now. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Brazil can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Haaland is wide, and look, that could spell trouble. No, it's not getting there. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Might want to be careful there.
And it's Rodri. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Jordi Alba tries to clear.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
I think we're just about done here. Cafu.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Amrabat. It's a goal kick. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan proudly puff out their chests in Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Quick, oh, what a climb! Another header, but again the same outcome.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
Kamavinga. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. And it's Forlan. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Owen.
Owen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Sane receives it in a wide position. He can get that clear. No goals as yet. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that was vital. Messi. Villarreal upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Owen. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the pass is intercepted. Schneider. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Ball played for Owen. Messi. He's through here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Jordi Alba. And it's Schneider. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pinches it off him. Rice. Forlan. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Schneider. Ambitious ball here. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Owen. That is ended up in no man's land. That pass has been well intercepted. It's a throw-in. Rice. Villarreal finding their passes. Rice. And it's Messi. And here's Mbappe. Looking to play. It's Forlan! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Milan may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full and it should spur them on.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Substitution for Milan. Number 7, Sane. Number 21, Owen. Coming on the field, number 4, Raul. Number 5, Erling Haaland.
That gets things going for the second half.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And here's Mbappe. Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba, he gets big. It's in. And the second half is off to a flyer. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And when the manager called on him, he was... Chance! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Forlan. And here's Mbappe, knocks it out wide. Jordi Alba. No, he's had it taken off him.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
It's a mighty effort! And now they can spring out of defence. Couldn't... He's gone for goal! And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Schneider. And he's managed to get free. And he lines up a terrific header. Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Raul demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Ajax.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way. Now, Franco Baresi, still to this day, the ultimate benchmark for anyone of a defensive mindset, Jim.
Well, I'd be hard-pressed to name anybody who got close when it comes to reading the game as well as him. He leads by example, always timing his challenges to perfection and knowing instinctively when to bring the ball out of defence. It's almost like having a defender and a playmaker combined. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Schneider, that is a great pick out. There it, and the shot! Goal! Milan!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Neymar. He's picked his way through. That's an imaginative pass.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
He's shifting through the gears here. Big chance! One-on-one! Played back. Rivaldo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Very nearly half an hour gone here. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And here's Beckham. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. It's a searching pass.
Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Lizarazu. Real chance! And it's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
1 minute added time.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Stay seated during the match. Thank you for your cooperation.
Substitution for Milan, number 21, Owen. Coming
So
on
we're
to
into the second 45.
number 18, David Beal.
Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And that has left him in a heap. And here's Mbappe. No, it's come to nothing. he's done very well to take that back. And he's intervened well there. David Villa. Oh, good-looking ball. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Now it's Villa. And that has been clubbed away. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Milan looking to pass their way through. Cannavaro. Knocks it out wide. Played back in. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's... And a shot! Goal! Milan! And they get themselves in front! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking.
And the shot! And that was very necessary.
Ajax really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That's a cute ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. And back to the goalkeeper. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Rivaldo. He shifted it to the flank. Mbappe tries a shot! It's there! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a minute.
Great chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
And that is not the first time, Peter, the keeper has been left exposed by this defence. It needs a quick fix.
Now it's Yamal.
There will be 3
Schneider.
minutes added time.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Now, can they get him away? That's a nicely shaped ball. He has found the way through. And the finish! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitution in progress.
The message is simple, defend this with your lives. And he's taking no chances there. And that will be it. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So, overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Milan.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course. So with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box. Well, the goalkeeper's a lucky boy there.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. And this is Pele. Can he get it through? Goes for a shot! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Mbappe. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. It's a loose ball. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Figo! Off the post! Cleared without complication. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Referee's given a throw. And he's let fly. He's given the time to pick a pass. And this is Pele.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Milan really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Well, that has not gone well. And he's picked it up out wide. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Van Basten.
Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Mbappe has created one goal already. And he's cut it out. And he has been fouled there. And he is going into that little black book. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And it's Jordi Alba, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Van Basten. And we hit half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Milan go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And we are already promptly back underway. Milan carrying a one-goal... Can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. And that has been clubbed away. Oh, Red, nice interception. Rijkaard. And that has left him in a heap. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. It's a good run down the right. Sane has a look inside the box. Tries a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Pele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Rijkaard! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Schneider. Great vision. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Rijkaard. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now, this could be a chance. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Basten was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Beckenbauer gets rid without sophistication. He is through here!
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Mbappe. The muscular approach does pay off here. And he's on his way! And he can clear it away. Threads one in. He's found some space. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. The message is clear. None shall pass. Chooses to go cross-field. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. He's being urged to shoot. Chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The movement so precise. And that will be it. Milan can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to. Milan are utterly focused on their objective here. A single point and the job is done. Can they do it? Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Milan cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. Pelé.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Now it's Pelé.
You know, for me, Peter, there's a deep-lying playmaker out there who's as good as it comes. Pep Guardiola. As composed as he is clever, he always acts as the key pivot in forming attack after attack.
Yeah, he's a bit of a manager on the pitch.
Well, astute is the word.
Mbappe, good strong midfield running here.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel.
Big chance! Goal, Milan! And with that, they take a giant step towards the promised land. Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
This is going to make things very interesting, as their opponents will have to take a risk or two now.
Can he get it through? Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He shifted it to the flank. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Schneider. Sané. And if you have just joined us, still just... Well, that is asking for trouble. Mbappe. Sané. Now that looks a decent ball. Sané is there, and he can pick it up. Mbappe, who does have an assist to his name.
Pretty robust defending.
Oh, just skips past his man. Tries a shot! Sticks it away! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Iniesta. And here's Forlan. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Sané. That is good alertness.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Van Dijk. And we hit half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Milan certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution for Milan, number 7, Sané. Coming on the field is number 2.
And the action is back underway. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Forlan. He's found some space. Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Jorginho looking for the run.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's been won straight back. Nice sequence of passes, this. Can he finish? And the keeper couldn't hold it. Yes! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Milan find a position of real strength now. Not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Can he finish? Oh, brilliant save.
Pele really looks sharp out there. That first touch, sensational.
And we have our very first corner. Rijkaard! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Shifted upfield. Threads one in.
Milan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Look at the space. Pele! It's bounced back off the post. And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Milan are almost home and dry as far as going up is concerned.
You can see how all that tension and pressure we saw before the game, Peter, it's all lifted. Now, no mistakes.
Spread out to the left. Now it's Forlan. Now, can they get him away?
There will be 1 minute added
There'll
time.
be a minute of stoppage time. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul.
Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, maybe he thought they were already promoted, Peter. It's a silly card to pick up.
Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Guardiola considers his options. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. And the keeper threw out a limb. And there goes the final whistle. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be quite a party.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Milan get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform.
And already we're underway here.
I don't think I've seen a player as complete as the Czech cannon.
Ah, Nedved.
Yeah, the cannon gives us a little indication of the power he can produce from either foot, but he sets about his job like a Tasmanian devil, a whirlwind of activity.
So strong on either side.
He is.
He's a sharp little ball here. Khan claims comfortably. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Jorginho. Now it's Owen. Now it's Mbappe. Torres. Now it's Nedved. Nedved showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. The ball has bounced loose now. He's picked his way through. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tries to get it clear. And it's De Bruyne. He has found the way through. Jordi Alba made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Costa Curta. And here's Torres. Oh, that's well spotted.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
And this is De Bruyne. Now this could be a chance. Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Alexander-Arnold is always looking to play quality balls. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Fernando Torres. Cafu.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Van Dijk with the clearance. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Torres.
There will be
Jorginho.
one added time.
And the counter is on. Played into space. And there is the half-time whistle. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So your views on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 16. Rodri.
Here we go again.
Coming on to replace him is
Milan really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
And claimed it back swiftly. Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Well, looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. And it's Messi. Now it's Haaland. Cafu.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And here's Torres. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Nicely weighted ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pinches it off him. And that's a goal kick. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Griezmann. Now it's Mbappe. Schneider. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Nicked it back promptly. Looking for a runner. And that is as far as they're going to go. Pele gets a good foot in there. Griezmann. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. It's Griezmann! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Fernando Torres. Coming on the field is number 18. Francesco Totti.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Real chance! Defending of the desperate variety. Pele.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Jordi Alba. Challenged just a bit on the firm side.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Haaland. Now this could be a chance.
Been indicated.
That's a throw.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 21, Griezmann. Number 10, Messi. Number 66.
That's at the end. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Well, Jim, Tony Adams, of course, is the absolute colossus in defence, isn't he?
Absolutely, and we all know about his defensive prowess and his leadership, but I think a lot of people overlook his versatility and his adaptability.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's the way he's developed a more expansive front-footed game over the years. That's highly impressive. This is the time you need that pace.
Has a look and plays it forward. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Bale. Khan claims comfortably. Haaland. Can he get it through? And he's intervened well there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Plays it out wide.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Del Piero with the clearance.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Busquets.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Madrid upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Played out towards the right wing. Oh, well played. Jorginho. Sane. And they can counter here. Milan finding their passes. Rummenigge. 15 minutes till half-time. Oh, that's a key interception. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And that has been clubbed away. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Oh, cracking ball. Can he finish? It's loose, and that's another chance. And that is doing no harm at all.
Villa really reacted very quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed.
Belletti. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Jorginho. Knocks it into space. Schneider has it in a wide position. Picked out brilliantly. Chance! It's in for the pieces! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Alexander-Arnold. And there is the half-time whistle. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So there was the first half.
Milan ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Milan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Haaland. Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And that has left him in a heap. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Now it's Bellingham. That looks a good ball through. He could be in here. Decent chance! He scores! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Jordi Alba. And it's Jordi Alba.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cannavaro cuts it out. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
He has found the way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Corner given. Milan have their second corner now. Bellingham! And that would have been game, set and match.
Bellingham really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Jordi Alba cuts out the pass.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. Desperate defending required here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Belletti. Oh, it's played into the... Haaland! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Oh, this looks sharp. And we're done. Milan have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. David Villa voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy, Theo Hernandez, for me, has evolved into one of the best fullbacks, Peter. Certainly in terms of attacking contributions, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone as good as he is in the final third, especially with the movement that allows him to...
Point-blank header! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He has a look up. Now who's going to be first to this? And this is Pele. Swept it. Big chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That's an imaginative pass. And it's Batistuta. Well, that is one way to stop him. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Has a shot! Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Milan are looking to break at pace. Always onto this. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Iniesta. Now it's Mbappe. Foot in. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Mbappe. Oh, this is a very good run. Approaching the half-hour mark. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Pele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Mbappe. Now it's Pele. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Oh, what a ball! Cafu. And here's Mbappe. Costa Curta was in no mood for any of that. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Conte! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's quick to get it clear again. Jordi Alba cuts out the pass. Pele.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
And it's De Bruyne. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Milan head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead.
Number 18.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Big chance! One-on-one!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, nice touch. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, shot at goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Milan are looking to go forward now. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. De Bruyne, that's a lovely, neat pass. Milan are still that goal to the good. Azar knocks it into space. Aimed beyond the defence. Chooses to go back.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
This looks promising. Oh, the ball's gone astray.
That's going in strongly.
Referee has just said play on.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, no, no circumventing this opponent. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. It's a threatening ball. Wan-Bissaka is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Azar. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he shoots! Well, there's the clearance. De Bruyne. David, he's had a shot! It's in! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Now it's Kante. David Villa. Cafu. Neatly clipped into space. Now he's off and running. And that is as far as it goes. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. David Villa claims... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, it tries a shot! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Mbappe really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on, and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Into the channel. Can he get onto this? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And no, that was never going to make it. Plays a sharp little ball here. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there. It's Lewandowski! And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Oh, he's been caught napping. Cross goes in there. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Owen. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Rice. Short changes him with that pass. Vitinha is always looking to break lines. Schneider to Jorginho. Milan looking to pass their way through. Tries to play it through. Oh, shooting chance! Goal, Milan! And again they hit the front. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Milan take the lead. Schneider. Now it's Mbappe. Jorginho. And he's intervened well there. Vitinha. Rice. Oh, super ball. Jorginho. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Robert
Milan
Lewandowski.
are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Erling Haaland.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. He has a look up, takes a shot, sticks it away. And there's the goal they've been looking for. So smooth, a signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Rijkaard. Schneider. Jorginho. Now he's got space here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Decent chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And he is just ripping it up.
The goal scorer for
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And that means just one thing: match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Milan blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Played into space. He's in plenty of space here. Not the most convincing of passes. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Chance for a shot! Vitinha. Nicely shaped ball. But that has not gone well.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Costa Curta. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That's an imaginative pass. Jordi Alba. Now it's Haaland. Van Dijk. Mbappe. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
That's a little off target. Owen aimed beyond the defence. That's the keeper's ball.
Owen really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And that's it. Milan looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Arsenal.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play here, Peter.
He is so integral to this team, isn't he?
Yeah, he has the quarterback influence on a team so that as soon as he gets on the ball, everyone starts making runs. He's a master passer and a beautiful manipulator of the ball.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Law! Out of play for a goal kick. Ruben Dias. And it's Lampard. For Xabi Alonso. Foden. Mbappe.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Rice. And it's Ødegaard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Schneider.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Milan finding their passes. Lovely pass, but takes a shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here! Rodri. Now Ødegaard. And it's Rice. In with the challenge. Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Lampard. Beckenbauer. Nicely spread. Owen. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Ødegaard. And it's Schneider. Here's Rodri. Beckenbauer. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Cafu cuts it out. Costa Curta. Jorginho. That is a great pick out. And this is Schneider. And we have our very first corner. Beckenbauer is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Schneider. Rodri. And there's the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. Tries to play it through. Oh, nicely intercepted. Xabi Alonso. Foden.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Brilliantly cut out. Now it's Mbappe. Can he spark a counter here? Nicely worked. And this is Owen. Owen! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
And he was quick to react. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Nicely weighted ball. Law finds himself offside.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's found a way past. And here's Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Law has it in a wide position. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And he's straight offside. Rice. And it's Erdegaard. Ruben Diaz. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now Van Dijk.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Chance, surely! Oh, taken with style! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And the finish! It's hit the upright. It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Schneider duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Added minutes has been indicated.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing with a
chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
And now and that will be it. Milan really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Milan.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check...
And the shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Kadiolu is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Aimed beyond the defence. That's a good ball. Goes for a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Luis Suarez. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Owen. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Milan do have a chance to counter here. And that's been won straight back. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe, and the shot! And it's in! And they're at it again, in double quick time!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
It's Alonso! That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter.
There could be trouble here. And he's straight offside. And he's forced to go back. Cannavaro. Rijkaard. Conte. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, super find. Mbappe! Relentless, just relentless. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. That is a great pick out. Mendes wins the duel this time. Can he get on the end of this? Knocks it into space. Mendes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Now it's Owen. Oh, good-looking ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found a way through. Rijkaard. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Milan 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. So off we go once more. Played into space. Ronaldinho. Lovely bit of skill. Chance to deliver. Oh, what a climb! They've scored! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football.
Oh, what has happened here? And it's Salah. Kadiolu. And Mohamed Salah.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's a fine interception. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Mohamed Salah, played out wide, back into the middle. Rijkaard. He's in a good position here. It's Salah! They've done it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 7, Suarez. Coming on the field is number 14, Robert Lewandowski.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he can certainly...
Now Mbappe. Mbappe! Really well taken goal. Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Messi. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And he's heaved it away. And it's gone back to the keeper. Ball is over the line.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 23, Xabi Alonso. Coming on to replace him is...
That pass isn't the best.
Kukcu.
Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Jorginho is always looking to break lines. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
De Ligt. And it's Cannavaro. And it's Messi. Cafu simply refused to be outdone there. That has ended up in no man's land.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Tries to play it through. He's in a great position here. He's picked his way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 22, Messi. Coming on the field is number 13.
Owen! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Owen. And he's quick to get it clear again. And that's that. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Mbappe just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name.
Thank you for your cooperation.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he can clear it away. That's a throw. Mbappe tries to pass it through. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Cannavaro.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Pass is just off target. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Schneider has a look and plays it forward. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, it was a really good thing he was on standby.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that's put paid to a promising move. Rice. Lovely pass, but can he... Chance! Goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Number 8, Kylian Mbappe.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Mbappe.
Costa Curta. Looking tidy in possession here. And they've got rid. Passing nice and neat. Well, there's the clearance. Milan have reclaimed it. Costa Curta. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Van Dijk. And it's Rijkaard. Passes short and sharp.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And back to the keeper they go. And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution in progress.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Drives it in. Rijkaard clears it away. Bale did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Owen, and he's chosen to go back. He can get that clear. And he's quick to snatch it back. Rijkaard. Milan still this single goal behind. And that was very necessary. Oh, there's a probing ball. Threads one in. It is a corner, good chance.
Substitution.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Big header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Corner number 2 then. He gets big! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter.
Can he finish? And that has fair fizzed.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
That's rather hopeful.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Jorginho is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Milan looking to pass their way through. And he's quick to get it clear again. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Cannavaro. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Pelé. Milan are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Milan have their third corner.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Jordi Alba. He's away!
2 added minutes has been
Bale
indicated.
gets good distance on it. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Your reflections then, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
The action has already started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Cole Palmer could be standout here, Peter. We sometimes see him in a centre-forward position, but I like to see him play from the right side of attack, because that enables him then to be able to just drift in.
Shoots! Goal! Milan! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Oh, delightful ball.
And he welcomes it in. Big chance! Sticks it away! 2-0, and in next to no time. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And yes, it's him again. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And it's Sneijder. Tries to play it through. Sneijder. Now there's a fine ball. Shot a goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're at it again in double quick time. Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break. And it's very nicely done.
And the shot! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, it's fallen kindly here. A whisker away from making it 4.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And he's there to clear it. Goes looking wide. Oh, he's played it in low.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Adams. Dixon. And it's Makalele. Now De Bruyne. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Now can he find a finish? Makalele. Plays a sharp little ball here. Makalele clears.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Picked out brilliant. David Villa! They've done it! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So, just a consolation. Takes a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Adams clears it away. Madrid are looking to go forward now.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now it's Batistuta, and that could set him on his way. That is great defending, so alert.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Good ball, good take. And it's half-time here.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Milan are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. And we are back on the way. Rooney. And he's there to make the challenge. Quality ball. Cafu, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Cafu. Well timed, excellent interception.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Played out wide. Passing is crisp and sharp. Caught offside that time. De Bruyne. Rooney. Jorginho. And here's the chance to counter. Looking to play him in. Played into space out wide. Shapes to shoot! It's in! And they are cruising away. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Milan grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. And that's a... And Batistuta!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Milan can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Hernandez. And here's Batistuta. Jorginho. 75 minutes played. Always onto this.
That's going in strongly.
Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. And it's Sneijder. Nicely weighted ball. And that is expertly dealt with. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Oh, well played.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Jorginho. Madrid have a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Owen. Cafu. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Mbappe. Adams wins the duel this time. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. De Bruyne. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very... Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
Played into space. It's played through for him. Cleared without complication. Pedri. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Has a look and plays it forward. Threads one in. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got away. Tries a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
Number 10.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
It's a promising position. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's whipped. He rises! Oh, he's hit the bar! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. So, what can they make of this? Schneider. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's been shipped out wide. And it's Schneider. And here's Mbappe. Very nearly half an hour gone here. That's a cute ball. Pass somewhat off target. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And the pass is intercepted. Jorginho is always looking to break lines. Cafu! And that's a simple one for the keeper. That pass has been well intercepted. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Pedri, that's a lovely pass. Oh, what a climb!
There will be 1 minute added time.
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Reflections on the first half?
Milan really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Milan have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And the action is back on the way.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And it's Di Maria. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Costa Curta. That's good vision. Can he finish? Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Van Dijk is there, and he can pick it up. Milan are still that goal to the good. Now it's Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. Pedri. Paris Saint-Germain looking to pass their way through. Jorginho. Looking for the run. Quality ball.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And we have our very first corner. Di Maria tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's De Bruyne. That's a shade optimistic. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, he's been caught napping! And that has been clubbed away. Cafu gets into a good position. Nicely spread. Now it's Schneider.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Ambitious ball here. He's through here. And this is Owen. An uncompromising challenge. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Chance! He scores! And this is getting better and better. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And now he has two. it.